Hello everyone and welcome to an absolutely lazy excuse for a video. I'm going to react to the top 100 PC games published by PC Gamer this month. Now, this is probably one of the more reasonable lists of this kind that I've seen published by online publications in the last couple of years. It's not GQ Magazine's top 100 best games ever made list. No, it's basically, as they say, like right down here, it's more of a a list that or is it just the games that we, the PC Gamer team, love and want to celebrate with the world? That's basically it. It's what the games they love, but they put it in the form of a list with scores and stuff, and that's upfront. That's something they're saying upfront. So I'm probably not going to be as immensely hard on them for not like putting StarCraft anywhere near the top 10 as I would for other lists that pronounce themselves to be the best games ever made, lists ever. I'm going to, however, have a counter up here for every time a Zelda game comes up, and also a canary down here for letting you know if Prince of Persia: Sands of Time has been acknowledged. The canary will die if the game is acknowledged, so let's see if the canary lives. The canary has not been visible in the previous videos of this kind, but it's still alive and well, so let's get started. Something scoring system, like said, okay, 100, Valheim. Haven't played it. I know it's good. I know people have really enjoyed it. It's, yeah, good choice, I guess. Guild Wars 2. So, Guild Wars 2 is a game that I played near its release. I played it as a ranger or a hunter. I don't exactly remember the class name. It was boring as hell. Like, it was one of the worst experiences I've had with a AAA, premium RPG. Then I switched to the mage and had the most fun playing an MMO in years. Maybe I was playing the hunter wrong, but the mage, oh my god, it was so fun chasing people around as a giant tornado. Absolutely fun. A 99, yeah, I'll take it. City of Heroes Homecoming, wow. Did not expect to see City of Heroes here, but yeah, City of Heroes was, it was like, at its time, it was an important game. I really didn't care all that much for it because I never actually got a chance to play it. I played its successor, and I thought it was kind of a letdown because games like these, they sort of function on the mechanic of you have your standard attack that you use to charge your primary attack, and then you use that attack to attack, and the whole loop is stupid and boring, and it also makes every power be the same because you can't have a hero that's more overpowered than another one, even though that's what superheroes are essentially. So but yeah, I'll take it. Dave the Diver, recent success, haven't played it, probably is a good game. Bloodlines on 96, yeah, I'll take 96 for it. I mean, it's a great game, has issues, has thankfully a lot of patches made by the community, but it's enduring, but at the same time it has aggravating components that cannot be patched out. Also, god damn those cans, they're still there. Okay, Knights of the Old Republic 2, very close to Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines because it is also broken to hell and back. Like the first time I played it, I got so confused and lost in it because a trigger did not take place, and I skipped the entire sequence with the ice priestesses. Okay, I know they're not ice priestesses, but they aesthetically look a lot like the Aureliite priestesses from Icewind Dale 2. But the ones that are dressed in white. Yeah. 95th place? Yeah, I would say it's okay. Dragon Age Origins being higher than Knights of the Republic 2. I mean, The original, I guess so. I mean, it was actually one of BioWare's neatest games. I mean, personally, I didn't enjoy it as much as I did Baldur's Gate 2, but it did have some really good components to it, and the way that the story evolved near the ending, that was based on your choices, was astounding. Like, it was great. It was a clear sign that they saw The Witcher and ripped it off very well. There was even a character at the end that looked a lot like Geralt. Well, I mean, the whole concept of it, where everybody drinks a potion and then they turn or maybe they die. That's just Witchers. That's just Witcher. And the racism against the elf again. It's Witcher. Left 4 Dead 2 on 93. Yeah, Left 4 Dead 2 is a great game. If you haven't bought Left 4 Dead 1, if you bought Left 4 Dead 1, you hate Left 4 Dead 2. If you just bought Left 4 Dead 2, you already have Left 4 Dead 1 because they added it into the game. Left 4 Dead 2 was a slap in the face to everybody that bought the first game. It was Valve doing its most to piss people off. Should have been an expansion. Ghosts of Tsushima. I keep referring to it as Ghosts of Tunguska. Have not played it. I think it's coming out on PC like now. Or has it come out on PC? Oh yeah, it was released earlier this year. Okay, so it's out on PC as well. Dead Cells. Have played it. Made a video about it as well. Very enjoyable game. Very nice. Outer Wilds. 90. Have not played it. Heard so many great things about it. Dead Stranding. 89. Currently playing it. And by currently I mean about an hour every month. I should be finished with it in 2026 when Squadron 42 shows up. So, so far, the gameplay is, not unique necessarily, because there have been similar games, but it has a depth that's not been attempted before in this kind of game. I think Quad didn't have this kind of gameplay, but it could really have benefited from somebody slapping the keyboard out of Kojima's hands when it came to writing the story. Like most of his games, like at some point maybe get an editor. Penitent. I have not played it, but guess it's good. I'm just realizing that reacting to a list of recent games is kind of bad because I haven't played any of these. The Case of the Golden Idol. The Case of the Golden Idol is actually I'm not sure if it's the one I'm thinking of. If it's the one that's made to look like Clara Bow, the Clara Bow games, because there's been one recently that was made to look like the Clara Bow games, and I think this is it. The Case of the Golden Idol. No, it's not. It's not that one. The one I'm thinking of was released like a month ago or two. This seems to be a lot older, so no, I have no idea what it is. Ultra Kill is ultra good. Yeah, 86. Maybe could have been higher, but yeah. Absolutely bangers, good game. Destiny 2. Go screw yourself. Inside, good game. Like, very enjoyable. The ending is, woohoo. It's good. Still maybe the best ending, yeah, that's. So, spoiler for a game that's 8 years old. Something happens to your character at the end, and if you've seen the movie The Blob, any of them, you probably know. Civilization 5 on 83. Now, if it's Civilization 5 with all the expansions, yeah. I probably was the most positive person on the internet towards 5 on its release. I gave it a 9. Which is something that I got a lot of hate for. But, with time, when expansions, people have really started to love it, compared to 6 at least. And 4 was good, but 4 still had the spam problem. The unit spam, the city spam. 5 fixed the unit spam, and 6 kind of fixed sort of the city spam because you have district spam. And it's a step in the right direction. I'm curious to see what they do with 7, or should I say with Humankind 2, because that's basically it, but it has less depth than Humankind somehow. Hotline Miami. This game is cool, and it also basically inspired a wicked action scene from John Wick. And it looks amazing. So yeah, that's Kentucky Route Zero. Have not played it. I have no clue. Caves of Kud. Another game I have not played. Baldur's Gate 2 on 79. Okay. Props to them for putting Baldur's Gate 2 above Dragon Age. I know a lot of people love Dragon Age. Its style of game is more approachable. Some people may find it less boring than Baldur's Gate 2, but I love Baldur's Gate 2 so much. I still think it holds up as a game, even the way it is. It's great. Yeah, absolutely. Armored Core 6. Have not played it. Deep Rock Galactic. We tried to play it on the stream. Whoa. I think it was 6 years ago. It was a long time ago. Didn't work. It was still in early access. We had issues with it, so we never got a chance to actually play it. Dishonored 2 on 76. Yeah, Dishonored 2 is a great game. Like, the levels for it are just bonkers. The level with the mansion that keeps changing around it, and one where you travel to the past constantly and the future and the present, those are exquisite. Also, there was like a, how do you call it, a style of the time of levels where you travel back in time and change the past, and it would reverberate into the future. There was a thing that a lot of games did back then. Titanfall 2 did it as well for one level, and then never did it again, even though you still had the artifact. Well, I actually think it broke. I think the device you used broke. Chivalry 2, man, Chivalry 2 on 75. Have not played it. Have played its predecessor, and I don't mean Chivalry 1. I mean Mirage Arcane Combat. You may remember me playing it in a video here, along with all the other 3 people who still played it in Europe after release. Because that game did not have a good time, like, at all. Max Payne on 74, yeah. Max Payne, absolutely solid game. Amazing game. Good game. 74, yeah, that's not okay. Papers, Please. Okay, Papers, Please is, yeah, superb. Maybe I would have ranked it a bit higher, but 73 is okay as well. Cyberpunk at 72. Still have not played Cyberpunk, but it's better than Baldur's Gate 2? I'm not sure. Maybe it is. We'll see. I haven't played it yet. Okay, Alien Isolation, yeah. Alien Isolation on 71. There's a sequel coming out. I had 2 major gripes with Alien Isolation. One, it was too long. And because it was too long, they had to repeat missions to like a formulaic annoyance. If it had been a bit more condensed, it would have been like perfect. And I hope that's what they're going for with the sequel. Strange Horticulture. I have no clue what that is. Signalis, again, no clue. Titanfall 2 on 68. Okay, so this is actually quite high. Titanfall 2, I think, is a good game, but I think the single player campaign could have benefited from being longer, actually. Like the opposite of Alien Isolation. It could have been longer because you only get one ability from all the plethora of abilities you have in the multiplayer, with the different utilities. You only have the invincibility one. That's it. Also, the way that the missions are connected between each other is a bit like we have an expression in Romanian, hatcheted. Like, it's not all that cohesive. Could have been a bit better. And I hope if they ever make a sequel, it will be. Monster Hunter World. I've been meaning to play Monster Hunters in general for a while. I have not played it at all, so I don't know. I guess so. It's good. Kerbal Space Program, yes. Would have put this personally in top 50, but yeah, 66 for Kerbal Space Program is great. And maybe now that it doesn't have a sequel anymore, we will treasure it even more. I mean, they screwed up that sequel so hard that, wow, it's probably a more screwed up sequel than the sequel to Bloodlines, which they still have time to cancel. Rust. I played Rust to the level where I got onto a server. I found a door that somebody put in a hole. I jumped down to open the door and I got stuck there. And I'm still there. 6 years later. But I think it's a fine game, I guess. Diablo 2 only on 64. Oh, yeah, this should have been higher. Like this was one of the games, like the games. 64 is a bit low, especially since the next one is Resident Evil 4 Remake, which, okay, Resident Evil 4 didn't ship with mouse support on PC, but this is the remake, so I guess would have placed this one lower. Nier Automata. Been meaning to play this after Bayonetta, which I should probably be getting to in 2027. It's a Platinum Games game, so you know they make good games. They made Revengeance, so you know it's got stuff going for it and not just her behind. Team Fortress 2 on 61, man. Team Fortress 2 on 61, yeah. I think it's a good place for it. It had its time in the sun. It rose to heights that everybody else then copied with their Overwatches and their Battleborns and their Battlefronts and their not front battle. What was the name of the Bethesda one that got cancelled? Battle something. Anyway, Team Fortress 2 absolutely rocked. 61, yeah, that's a good place for it. The System Shock remake on 60. Okay, I've played the original. I did not play the remake. Played the sequel though, so not the remake. If it's from what I've heard, it is kind of at the same level as the original, but more refined. So yeah, I guess it's okay. 60 for it? Yeah, I think it'll work. Unavowed at 59. Okay, been meaning to play Unavowed. Oh, since it was released, I was a big fan of the Blackwell series, and I sometimes talk with the developer of the game and mention that, yeah, I'm gonna play it someday, and he keeps going, well, you should. It's been a decade almost, and yeah, I will play it one day. Fortnite. Okay. Baldur's Gate 2 as a PC game before Fortnite. I mean, I get it. I mean, Fortnite's place in the global zeitgeist, in the global humanity's mind right now is quite high, and it is one of the bigger games out there. Is it bigger than League of Legends? Is it? Well, yeah, it's bigger than Dota, but is it bigger than League of Legends, than World of Tanks, than War Thunder? Is it really a 58 like game? Shouldn't it be more like, you know, up in like maybe in the 80s, somewhere around there? Maybe. I know it's popular, but come on, come on. Also, I think there may be no Zelda game in this because it's just PC games, and technically there is no Zelda on PC. Technically. 57. The Elder Scrolls Morrowind. 57, yeah. It's ranked higher than Fortnite. I'm okay with this. Yeah. I mean, it's a bit clunky to play nowadays. Yeah, as Andy Chalk says, it's janky, it's weird, but it's got its own thing. And it is something that I think I've mentioned several times. It is something that few other games do. It made me hate an NPC, a character in the game, so much that I just tracked him down and wanted to kill him. And then I got to talk to him, and he basically radicalized me. and convinced me to join him, which is nice. It's when a game can do that through the sheer power of its writing, that's just good. Shame Bethesda forgot about that in later games. 56. Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege. I liked Siege a lot. I really liked Siege from the point where they started to fix it, with Operation Health and actually banning cheaters, not just saying, well, all games have cheaters, like Ubisoft Bucharest used to do every time you mentioned the rampant hacking in the game. Once they did that, the game just worked so flawlessly, and up until they started to rework maps to remove doors, remove access ways, basically add stairs to places where previously just characters that had utilities for mobility could get, like in record time. They just added stairs up until you could just rush everything with Ash, because that's how everybody wants to play it, because Ash has all the best skins, so we have to play with Ash and buy her skins. God damn it. I haven't touched the game like 2 years. You can't recognize any character in the game anymore. They fell into the same trap as Valve did with Team Fortress 2. The silhouette, the visibility of the characters is important. You don't have that anymore. It was already hard enough to tell Bandit and Jaeger apart. Now it's just chaos. Absolute chaos. Binding of Isaac Rebirth at 55. Yeah, I've been meaning to play it. I have not played it. I think it's good. Warhammer Vermintide 2 at 54. Strong disagree with this one. I played it on release. It was so goddamn boring. Like, super boring. You only had one ability, one weapon. It was boring. Like, the first one was a lot more engaging, a lot more diverse. This one, no. This one kind of sucked. So no, I would not have this in the top 100. Number 53, Control. I bought it a few years ago. Still waiting to get a video card with ray tracing support to actually play it, like, with reflections and stuff, because I kind of want to. I want to play this like I got the chance to play Max Payne. Max Payne, I played on a computer that could run it well. And run it well in its maximum detail. It was a Pentium 2. It was in the olden days. It looks superb, and I want the same thing for this game. Hopefully, like in 2 or 4 years. Currently trying to raise money to help my parents build a house for their retirement, so I'm gonna be stuck with the GTX for another 5 to 6 years, probably. 52, Wildermyth. I have no clue. 51, Spelunky. Spelunky is a fine game. I played it a bit. It's cool. It's nice. 51 though? Really? Is Rayman Origins on this list? I know it's a different kind of game. It's not that kind of platformer, but is it on this list? There have been Ubisoft games on this list up until now, so maybe it is. 50, Hitman World of Assassination. I would have not put it in the top 50. It is great. Don't get me wrong. What they did with the levels is fantastic. What they did with the gameplay is still a regression from Blood Money. It's... if they could have gotten the interaction, the control, not necessarily the controls, but the control that you have over the character and over the world that you had in Blood Money into the levels of World of Assassination, it would have been fantastic. Also, I still stand by saying that the other mode, the whatchamacallit, not the Contracts mode, the one that's basically a roguelike, the mode, kind of sucks. Like, it's a repetitive schlock that could have been vastly improved by removing the filler from it. Citizen Sleeper on 49. I've got no clue what this is. Doom Eternal, a game that I still get flack for not saying it's the greatest thing ever. It's a fine game. It's a fun game. Could have been improved just by cutting a few things, not having all your ammo and all your life just be a result of killing mobs. It would have been an improvement because you know how the boss fights go, right? You fight a boss and then a random, like, powerless enemy shows up that you have to punch and kick and tear to pieces to get some ammo because you have such a low ammo amount that you can carry that the game has to do that. Has to interrupt a cool boss fight to give you that. That's why the ending boss fight is fantastic because you don't have to do that. You just have ammo lying around. It's fantastic. 47, Frostpunk. Frostpunk's a good game. Could have probably benefited a bit from balancing because at the end it told me I was a fascist and me having saved everybody and not sent children to die in the furnace made me a bad person because I didn't install a Nazi dictatorship. Like I implemented the pledge of loyalty because when you're dealing with a bunch of people who are blowing up stuff up, maybe that's useful. I didn't implement fascism, but the game still told me I was a piece of shit. Well, thank you, game. My parents already do that. Okay, Into the Breach. Yeah, Into the Breach is a fantastic game. Honestly, I would have put it a bit higher. GTA 5. No. Okay, GTA 5 is a regression it's a massive regression in terms of mission design, in terms of story design a bit. It's like a Seinfeld episode. It's about nothing. You think it's going to be about the tension between these two characters, and that just fizzles off and turns into some plot about the CIA and Franklin. Franklin's story, his story ends a third of the way into the game. There's just nothing for him to do, and what they added, they added more to his story later on, in a DLC and an update for GTA Online. Like, what the hell is? No. Like, I would have. Hopefully, the other ones are a bit higher. 44, Deus Ex, yeah, Deus Ex, honestly, top 20. 44, top 20. Deus Ex still holds up as a game. If you install a mod called Give Me Deus Ex, it's going to give you a few modern advantages to it, like being able to vault over things, which is quite nice. Also gives you some rebalancing of enemies and stuff, but it's a game that I still encourage people to play. Absolutely. Anima, well, 43. It's a bit late. Have not played it, no clue. 42, Prey, yeah. Can Prey actually be higher than System Shock and Deus Ex? Oh, that is... I would say no. I mean, it is fantastic, but it is the way it is because of the games that came before it, because of System Shock, because of Deus Ex partially. Yeah, I would have placed this okay, at 42 it's well placed, but Deus Ex should have been higher. 41, Divinity Original Sin 2. I actually got to finish it last year, I think. I think the first one was better in some aspects than this one. I do not like the way that the narrative functions, the way that you don't get dialogue options. You get the narrator saying that, oh, you told him that this is owing that and that and that and that. I didn't like that style. Also, although the story goes into some interesting places, it meanders a lot and kind of fizzles out. Also, the ending fight is kind of boring. But there is the fight with Losha's demon. That was just superb. Like, it took me like 3 days to do it, because I went in there under leveled. I didn't know exactly how hard it was gonna be, and I spent 3 days scheming how to win. I just I successfully got one of my characters out of combat and went and carried as many barrels as I could to try and do the old barrel trick. Yeah, that doesn't work on that enemy, and that fog also doesn't work on that enemy and any of the enemies that are there, because I mean some of them are demons. And it should kind of work, but it didn't, and it was, oh boy, was it difficult. Had to kill Lucia a bunch of times. 40. Vampire Survivors. Yes, Vampire Survivors is probably one of the best like idle game ever made. Idle games ever made. Like it's a game where you basically you don't really do much. You mostly dodge things once in a while and try to collect items in the order that would be most optimum for you. It is, however, incredibly engaging. Like, I played it first on my phone. I was glued to it, so I bought it on PC as well. And it's superb. It's comedic. It's got style, and it's got absolutely banging music. 39. Return of the Obra Dinn. This is one of Lucas Pope's games. The guy who made Papers, Please. Been meaning to play it for the last 6 years. I will at some point. 38. World of Warcraft. Yeah, World of Warcraft refined the MMO genre to death. Like it's the standard for MMORPGs. What else could it be? I wonder if they're gonna have any EverQuest Ultima Online on the list later on. 37. Skyrim. No. Skyrim is so goddamn shallow, and some aspects of it are good. As a whole, it's the one in the series that I played the most. Actually, I think I played more than Morrowind, and maybe with the expansions it's better. Without them, it's a bit too bland, honestly. 36. Stellaris. Oh, talk about blandness without expansions. So it took them, I think, 5 years to implement espionage, something that every 4X space game had on day one. Took them so many goddamn years, so many goddamn expansions. At some point, they absolutely need to unify some of the expansions into the base game and continue from there. Because it's getting annoying, it's getting expensive as well. Yes. But yeah, at 36, I mean, I would have actually, something I haven't really seen in most of these top lists, Master of Orion. It's nowhere to be seen, honestly. Nowhere. And it's comically overlooked. But yeah, Stellaris, okay, yeah. Okay, fine. 36, okay, fine. 35, Counter-Strike 2, no and go to hell. 1.6 should have been here. Counter-Strike 2 kind of released as a big fuss, is how we would call it, a damp squib. Like, who cares about it anymore? 34, Final Fantasy XIV. So the release version of Final Fantasy XIV was an absolute disaster. It cost over $100 million to make. And it was terrible. Because of it, Deus Ex had to suffer, Tomb Raider had to suffer, a bunch of studios that had no fault suffered. I think it's why we never got another Sleeping Dogs, because they had to cut the fat somewhere, and Square Enix was not going to cut the fat at their own studio. They cut it at the Western studios, and well, you know what happened. But they rejiggered a few things. They basically made another game with a lot more budget that came from disposing of other studios, and yeah, I think now it's a good MMO. I have not played it, but it's good. 33, Fallout New Vegas. Fallout 1 or 2 better be up higher because Fallout New Vegas is like, I'm one of the people that actually kind of somewhat enjoyed Fallout 3. And Fallout New Vegas was a lot more of the same. Yeah, the writing was a bit better. I guess the mission design was a bit better as well, but it still had the same problems in terms of combat, in terms of the way the world behaved as 3 did. So placing it here just because, I don't know, I guess the best filter is nostalgic. I don't know. Still, Yakuza 0 higher than Fallout New Vegas. Here's the thing about the Yakuza games. They are lazy as hell. Like, they have the same location with the same goddamn mini games in every one of them. Like, I'm barely at Yakuza 2 and I'm already tired. I know this. I've been through these 2 cities a bajillion times. I've done these mini games a bajillion times, but there is a certain charm to playing as HMR Blockhead here, and that insane other guy who's now a pirate in his own pirate game. There's a charm to that. It's just kooky weirdness that's tied together by some mini games and a combat system that is somehow worse in Yakuza 2 than it was in both of the previous ones for some reason. Having it here at 32, yeah, I guess it's okay. Like, this one has a lot more heart than the other ones. Well, no. Yakuza 1 has a lot of heart as well. Yakuza 2, I haven't really finished it yet. Maybe in a year or two I'll tell you. 31, StarCraft 2. We have StarCraft 2, yeah. StarCraft 1 was fantastic. StarCraft 1 is one of the fundamental games of the PC. StarCraft 2, Wings of Liberty, was fantastic. Like, Wings of Liberty, it did it right. It did everything it could right. And the other ones that came after it, they added to it. The last one especially, I mean, yeah. StarCraft 2 as a whole absolutely deserves to be in this. 31, I guess would be a fine place. Go screw yourself with a chainsaw. How the hell can you place Halo above StarCraft? The Master Chief Collection, that's like, how many games is that? Like, it's the first one, it's Reach, Halo 2, and I think that's it. I don't think Halo 3 is in the collection. If you get them from the Microsoft, the publisher's gaming store, the game will spontaneously uninstall itself. It barely works at a technical level. How the hell is it here? How the hell is it higher than StarCraft? How the hell is it here? Jesus, PC gamer, get your head out of your ass. 29, Planescape Torment. Okay, they got their head out of their ass quite quickly, so yeah. In terms of quality, it's third. What was Halo? Nowhere. Planescape Torment, yeah. Fundamentally good game. Just like, yeah, it's Disco Elysium before there was a Disco Elysium. Disco Elysium is basically the same game, but with no combat. Yeah, Planescape Torment is a great game. Like, it's fantastic. It's, in terms of writing, it's probably one of the best things ever put into video game form. Absolutely fantastic. 28, Thief Gold. Personally, I would have chosen Thief 2 because it doesn't have the section where you fight a bunch of monsters in the sewers. But yeah, it's a fantastic game. It's superb. Placing it higher than Dishonored 2, I'm okay with that as well. I mean, that's where the inspiration came from. 27, Hunt Showdown 1896. To have it placed so high, I'm not sure about it. It's a good game. Like, I haven't played much of it, but it is good. The sound design of it is fantastic, and it's maybe maybe there's more of a bias for extraction shooters in the newsroom, the whatchamacallit, and the PC Gamer offices, but yeah, at 27, top 50, maybe. Top 30, nah. Pizza Tower, I don't have a goddamn clue. Crusader Kings 3. This game burned out my RX 480. Other than that, it's a fine game. It's probably going to get more DLCs than, well, anything possible. It was actually an article on PC Gamer a while ago about how Paradox was reevaluating its releases because the games that it released without DLCs were not doing that good, and these DLCs basically kept it in the black. And there were comments saying, see, this is what happens when all you do is milk us with DLCs. Yeah, that's what you get. And like there were a couple of people in the comments that didn't understand that the DLC tactic worked. It's the releasing full games and trying to develop like full games at a full price without a ton of DLC that failed for them. Again, it's not too late to cancel Bloodlines 2 again. 24 Portal, yeah. Portal's great. Good place for it. Absolutely superb place. 23. Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice. For a while I confused this game with Ghost of Tunguska. I didn't realize they were different. Now I know. Should it be this high? I don't know. Is this that game in the Severance-like genre that's like Dark Souls, but it's with samurai? Should it be this high? Like, look a bit deep into your heart. Should it be this high? I've not seen a Transport Tycoon up until now. That has me a bit worried. 22, Hollow Knight. Have not played it, but I've heard decent things about it. 21, Alan Wake 2. Okay, that's actually unexpected. That's quite a recent game. But yeah, I'm not sure what to say. Maybe? I don't know. I haven't tried it, but yeah, sure. Number 20, Hades. I've been meaning to catch up on the series made by Supergiant. I mean, this franchise is made by Supergiant. The last one I played was the one where you play the singer that's mute. I forget what it was called. I missed the last 3 games they've released, but I do plan to go back and play them at some point. Hades, I've heard, is quite good, so I have no doubt that if it's made by Supergiant, it deserves to be here, maybe. I'm curious to see if Bastion is on here as well, because Bastion was hella good, like superb. 19, Slay the Spire, yeah. It's a good place for it to be. Slay the Spire, not counting the fact that it's mods on Steam were used to distribute malware. Slay the Spire is astonishingly good. It's a tight game. I used to play it like to death. Like I played it until I couldn't anymore because I could just simulate it in my head. It's that good. 18. Go screw yourself and whoever made this list, you are morons. No, Mass Effect Legendary Edition, my ass. You're placing this over Baldur's Gate, over Dragon Age, over Planescape Torment, even over... Jesus Christ, get your head out of the gutter. My God, you people suck. You people review games for a living. Have you played Mass Effect 2? It's a pile of trash and you know it. Jesus. I dedicate my previous comments to the memory of Seamus Young, who also would have agreed with me. 17. RimWorld. Yeah, RimWorld is good, especially with the expansions. I don't have all of them. It's a bit like a lightweight version of Dwarf Fortress, if you will. It's a more manageable version. Well, I mean, there's a manageable version of Dwarf Fortress now on Steam. It's the one with the GUI. I mean, with the actual graphics, not just the patchy art. It's an interesting game. It's a game where you can get really deep into. It's lovely. Oh, 16, Dwarf Fortress. Okay. Uh, I'm expecting Factorio to be next. Dwarf Fortress is one of the most complicated games out there. It's just amazing. Like it's the depth it has is I still think it's unparalleled in many aspects. Yeah. Number 16, yeah, deserved. Go screw yourself again. Like, take a chainsaw, a big one, and do it. Red Dead Redemption 2, no. I haven't played it. I've seen people play it. I've seen the mission design. And it's basically the same mission design that GTA 5 has, where you have no agency at all. None. No. 14, Helldivers 2. Should it be this high? I mean, okay. I know the people at Arrowhead. I'm buddies with the CEO of Arrowhead, Shams Georgiani, who used to be at Paradox. But really, I mean, it's the games that you're okay. It's a game that you really like playing now, but really, yeah, Hotness is number 4. Yeah, but really, a live service game. Again, I've not seen Transport Tycoon, Roller Coaster Tycoon anywhere around here. Have the canary that's waiting around there in the corner to see if it'll get a live is still alive, because we haven't seen any Sands of Time yet. So, really? 13, XCOM 2. Okay, on the one side, it's not XCOM 1. XCOM 2 did not really fix any of the issues that XCOM 1 had, but it added, I would say, sufficient firepower to counteract some of the limitations of XCOM 1. But again, it still had a lot of the issues that the previous one had, and a lot of the basic design flaws that it had. Would not have put this in the top 15. Maybe number 70 or something, but not here. Total Warhammer 3. I've been meaning to get one of the Total Warhammer games for a while. They kept putting out new ones, so I didn't know which one to get. Maybe I'm gonna get this one at one point, because I would really want to play it. I mean, apparently it's good. Hopefully. Maybe. I guess. Metal Gear Solid 3. Oh yeah, it was released on PC? Oh yeah, last year, yeah. Okay, if we're going by that route, Super Mario Bros. Is on PC as well. Why not put that? But yeah, Metal Gear Solid 3 is a fantastic game. I have actually played it. It's superb. It's got one of those stealth systems that's not just about hiding in tall grass, which I know is frowned upon the comment next to people who design stealth systems about hiding in tall grass, because apparently saying that there are other ways of making stealth games is insulting to them, that you're calling them lazy by acknowledging that there are such things as other better, more engaging, better thought out, more creative stealth systems. But yeah, Metal Gear Solid 3 is a PC game now, so yeah, sure, it's been a PC game for less than a year. Top 11. I mean, yeah, it's great, but really better than Deus Ex? Really, man. Okay, it is probably the only game up until now. Well, Dishonored 2 and Prey as well. It's one of the few other games up until now that I could say, yeah, is at the same level at least as Deus Ex. But Deus Ex is really, really down on the list. So, grain of salt, people, grain of salt. Then Doom, yeah, no doubt, yeah, no comment here, absolutely. Stardew Valley at 9, yeah. Stardew Valley, I've played it a lot. It's good. It's a genre that wasn't really done on PC all that much, unless you count Farmville and have hanged yourself. So, being as good as it is, I mean, it does get a bit shallower later on, but there's so many mods for it now that you could just keep playing it forever, and it's great. So yeah, agree on 9. I agree. Balatro, this is the new hotness. I have not played it. I don't know what it's about. Yeah, apparently it's the style of Slay the Spire, so I'm probably going to end up playing it quite a lot at some point in the future. It's great, I guess. Number 7, Half-Life 2. Okay, I was actually expecting Christopher Livingston to have something to say here, but he doesn't. For those who don't know, Christopher Livingston is the guy who made the Concerned Half-Life and Death of Gordon Froman webcomic about 20 years ago. It was one of the greatest works of webcomic comedy on the web. And he works at PC Gamer, has been working here for like almost a decade, I guess. But yeah, Half-Life 2, quite an important game. Would I have put it here? I would have put it in the top 10, I guess. Maybe in the top 10, top 15. We're at number 7, and I've not seen a single Prince of Persia game. I've not seen a single Ultima game. I've not seen a single Transport Tycoon, a single Roller Coaster Tycoon. I've not seen really all that many strategy games, to be honest. Maybe an Age of Empire. Maybe, I don't know, at least a Total Annihilation. Well, we're kind of high for Total Annihilation now, to be honest. At least we had StarCraft and Civilization. I mean, StarCraft and Civilization were also in the GQ top. But where's the rest of them? You're PC Gamer. Where's the rest of them? Where's the poop PC Gamer? Number 6, The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. Witcher 3 Wild Hunt is a good game. Yeah. Would it be number 6? I would put it in the top 15. Maybe top 10. Number 6, though. At least it's not Mass Effect 2. So I'm happy for that, at least, at the very least. Number 5, Persona Royale. What the fuck is this? What the hell is this? I know the Persona games are like good and all, but really better than The Witcher? Better than Deus Ex? Really? Yeah. Number 4, Minecraft. Yeah, Minecraft was like lightning in a ball. It captured a need to have a Lego game that also has a survival component in it. It's like it's a child's fantasy brought to life, which is now being turned into a movie with Jason Momoa, who apparently was, I don't know if he was wasted the whole time when filming, but he was not fun to work with. And with Jack Black, who apparently sold out his friend to, Kyle Gass, Tenacious D, to be able to be the annoying guy in movies that everybody's gonna hate for the rest of the time. But yeah, Minecraft. Number 4, yeah. I agree with this 100%. Minecraft is a pivotal game. It absolutely is. Like, I know it's not Deus Ex, it's not Ultima 4, but It's what it did. It did at a scale that I cannot fathom existing before it. I shudder to think what's next. 3. Elden Ring. Really? Elden Ring. The third best game on PC. In all the PC's history. Have you played Fantasy World Dizzy, you goddamn posers? Probably not. Much like many other posers. Where's my goddamn Settlers stew? At least there are no Zelda games because there's technically none on PC. So let's keep scrolling and see what the top 2 are. The Sands of Time Canary is still happy and alive, and we have to kill it. It's plotting against us, people. It's going to kill us, so let's keep scrolling. Number 2, Disco Elysium. No. Disco Elysium is a good game. It's a fine game, but second best PC game you can play right now? No. Like, God, no. The game is based on the idea of like you have choices and you have freedom of choice and you have so many things you can do. It railroads you hard on so many issues that it really... Again, don't get me wrong. It's great. I would put it in the top 15. I would put it maybe above The Witcher 3. I would put it slightly below Planescape Torment. I would put it up high, but not number 2. Like, no. It is well written and it is good. Like, no denying it is good. But no. It's got no business being here. Like, not at number 2. Okay. Get ready for number 1. I don't have any alcoholic beverages with me. So, I'm going to close my eyes, scroll down, and I scroll too much. Baldur's Gate 3. Have not played it yet. Maybe at some point. But it's not a Zelda game. It's not Mass Effect 2. It's not console trash. So, yay. Maybe. Okay. Yeah. Okay, you get a pass for this one. But the Sands of Time Canary is still alive. He's actually holding a shotgun behind his back. He's gonna kill me with it tonight. It's your fault, PC Gamer. Remember that. Where the hell is Sands of Time? Sands of Time was one of the best games ever made. Jesus Christ, you people have the memory of a canary that's holding a shotgun. Hopefully we'll forget why he's holding the shotgun. Okay, let's scroll down to some personal picks as well. Thank goodness you're here. I don't know what it is. Zelda. Called it. Yeah. Yeah. I was sure it was gonna show up. It's impossible to make a top something list of PC games without somebody shoving Zelda into it. I know. Hey, I played the original Zelda. Good game. Zelda, The Legend of Zelda, the one on the whatchamacallit, on the Nintendo 64, the one before Majora's Mask. The other one. I forget what it was called. Anyway, that was a fantastic game. Like, the idea that they fit that much game on a 64 megabyte cartridge was insane. Like, just the technological feat of doing that was astonishing. It was a good game, but my god, people, keep it in your pants. Scrolling down, Cult of the Lamb. Another recent game, I have not played it. It's fine. Oh. Somebody thought about Jagged Alliance 3. Hey, why didn't nobody nominate Jagged Alliance 2? Huh? Nobody? Well, at least they. Evan, you're one of the good ones. You will be spared. Neverwinter Nights. I hope they're talking about the. Yeah. Yeah, I think with the expansions, it's worth it. Actually, here's the thing about me and Neverwinter Nights. Because the campaign was so goddamn bland and boring, I never played the expansions past like 15 minutes when it's you're at the hero school and you're training and your master gets murdered, and I just dozed off and never played it. The rest of them I should have, because the expansions are so much better than the main campaign. Like it's not even funny. Like it is not even funny. If you're thinking about getting into Neverwinter Nights, skip the main campaign, go directly to the expansions, because the main campaign is not worth it. Okay, so in one of the expansions, you're going to meet a character called Aribetta El Marad, and you're not going to get what she's about. And, okay, Linula Nerial. Linula Nerial is also in the main campaign, and she's a fantastic character. Like I based characters that I've written on some of her traits, but it's the whole Bioware thing. They make fantastic characters and shitty stories. Bland, really not great. Like Mass Effect 2, fantastic characters, crappy story, and the game is kind of repetitive. So go to the expansions. Okay. Next, Dawn of War 1. Yeah, Dawn of War, good game. Absolutely would have liked to see it in this list. Dark Souls 3 from Sean Martin. Yeah, I actually agree with him, because here's the thing. Dark Souls 3 is the only one in the series that has actual proper mouse support. It doesn't have cloud saves. It keeps its save games in the goddamn worst place possible, so you will absolutely lose them if you reinstall Windows or move to a different system. But the controls actually work. So yeah, I agree with him. And Laura Morton, The Sims 4. Oh yeah, there hasn't been any Sims in this list. Sims, right? The series that defined the PC, along with SimCity and other stuff that's ignored. Yeah, Lauren had a good idea that apparently nobody else wanted to add to the list. I campaigned to get The Sims 3 on the list, which resulted in no Sims in the list. I recount my betrayal. Yeah. Yeah. Why didn't they put a Sims on the list? I mean, come on. PC gamer. The reason people got a PC for about a decade was to play The Sims. I know I helped people get PCs and fix them and upgrade them just to play The Sims for years. Halo Infinite. Morgan, quit your day job. Okay, Hades 2. Apparently it's as good as the other one, I guess. Probably. Not sure. Again, haven't played Hades, so yeah. Sayonara Wild Hearts. I guess. I don't know what it is. Shadow Hearts. The Cursed Crew. No clue. Well, maybe it's good. Hey, Bioshock. Well, I was actually surprised not to see Bioshock. Okay, Rich. Well done with recommending Bioshock. Nice. It's represented. It's good. It's okay. System Shock 2 also wasn't there. I guess he had the first one, the remake of the first one, but they were kind of different animals. I mean, Bioshock was more in the kind of System Shock 2. And Deep Rock Galactic Survivor, so... Really? You already have Deep Rock Galactic once. Why? Alpha Protocol. Really, it had its points. It had some good points, some bad ones, some really awful ones. But yeah, I see it. I can see it like maybe at number 100. But again, your PC gamer, like PC gamer, you have. Did you even have one racing game? Did you even have like one sim? Like, at least throw in a token Microsoft Flight Simulator in there. Jesus Christ, you people. You call yourself PC gamers? My God. Well, not as bad as the GQ one, but still not what I would call a great list. Like Persona 5 Royale. Yeah, stylish RPG is standout. That was unique blend of high. Okay, yeah. Number 5, really? You want a JRPG that's on PC? That's been on PC for ages. Anachronox. Okay, it doesn't have the school life thing, but still, it's something. Oh, well, that was me reacting to a list that's made. Well, it's made to get clicks. It doesn't have any inherent value when it's listing other than to get a rise from people. And at least they say that. It's just games that we, the PC Gamer team, loves and want to celebrate with the world. Yeah. I mean, they were honest about it. They were honest about it. A list of games that every PC gamer owes it to themselves to try. Where's goddamn Pizza Connection? Pizza Tycoon. You're not a gamer if you haven't played that. Where's Carmageddon? God damn it, people, Carmageddon. How can you have a... There was no other GTA game other than 5. But there were 2 Elder Scrolls games. There was no Ultima. Like none. No Ultimas. Did the Wizardry just get a remake of... and there's also they're like... Okay, I can forgive some of these. I can forgive like putting... I don't know... Bloodlines putting that low. Yeah, that's okay. I can sort of kind of... I can kind of forgive them putting, I don't know, Baldur's Gate 2 so low compared to Chivalry. I can forgive a lot of these things. Even I can forgive even putting Diablo 2 like below, like Resident Evil 4's remake. I can probably forgive them not including Revengeance in there, I guess, because then they would have like maybe too much Metal Gear in there. Like, I can forgive them maybe not putting more than 2 adventure games in here, and none of them being Monkey Island or like maybe a King's Quest. To be fair, King's Quest is... Well, in King's Quest, maybe not putting a tactical shooter that's actually single player. Maybe even perhaps forgive them not putting I don't know, Quake here instead of Doom Eternal. Maybe Unreal Tournament. I can forgive them putting Grand Theft Auto 5 somewhat instead of Deus Ex. I can even maybe somewhat almost say, okay, yeah, sure, you can put Fallout New Vegas but not put Fallout 1 or Fallout 2. Like you can get StarCraft to below Halo for some goddamn reason. You can put absolutely fucking bonkers Mass Effect after Planescape Torment and many other better games. I can forgive all that, but here's one question. Where the hell is Heroes of Might and Magic 3? You know, one of the games that's still on the most played list of games ever made of all times. It's still being played now. It's been played and it's being played and it's constantly it's 25 years and people are still playing it. 25 years and people are still playing it. And what do you have in place of it? XCOM 2? Okay, maybe this will have us a couple of players. Yeah, Dwarf Fortress, yeah, absolutely. Who the hell is playing this anymore? Nobody. So Spire, yeah, sure. Hades, sure. Hollow Knight, Secure, no. Pizza Tower, yeah, the Hunt. Really? This is a better ranking PC game than Heroes of Might and Magic 3, than Settlers 2. Really? Man, you guys are out of touch with your own audience. It's you can kind of tell some of these people just come from the console crowd. It's like really noticeable. At least they didn't put Starfield anywhere, so we have that to be thankful for. Well, this was it for the laziest video of the month, or the year even. Check back soon. Well, not soon. It's gonna take a while for more videos. Goodbye, everybody. Take care.